Picture a peacock strutting around, flashing his dazzling tail like he just walked off the runway at Project Feather Vision. Meanwhile, his female counterpart, muted brown, practical, and unimpressed, pecks quietly at the ground. Why is nature so unfairly generous to the boys in the bird world? Why do males get to look like walking rainbows while females seem stuck in earth tones? Darwin's colorful revelation. Charles Darwin, the ultimate OG of natural history, proposed two main forces that shape the looks and behavior of living creatures. The first is natural selection, traits that help you survive long enough to pass on your genes. Think camouflage, endurance, or the ability to not get eaten by a cat. But Darwin noticed something peculiar. Many animals had traits that didn't seem to help them survive at all. Bright plumage, extravagant tails, and over-the-top songs. These things seem to make animals more noticeable to predators. That's where his second big idea came in: sexual selection. In this evolutionary game, it's not about who survives the best. It's about who gets the most dates. Traits that make one gender, usually males, more attractive or dominant help them win mates, even if those same traits are a bit impractical. In other words, survival gets you to the party. Gender appeal gets you invited back. Weapons and wardrobes of the animal kingdom. Darwin divided reproductively selected traits into two main categories: weapons, such as antlers, tusks, or spurs, used by males to battle rivals for dominance, and ornaments, like a bird's vivid plumage or elaborate courtship dances, used to charm potential mates. Among animals, birds are the true overachievers in the ornament department, turning the skies into a feathery fashion show and their songs into love ballads. Their brilliant colors and captivating displays serve as nature's version of Tinder, where the flashiest male and the smoothest performer are far more likely to get that all-important swipe right from a discerning female. The dull truth about female feathers. Females, on the other hand, often get stuck with boring colors for good reason. In many species, females spend a lot of time sitting on nests, often out in the open, where looking like a neon sign would be a terrible idea. Dull browns, grays, and greens serve as camouflage, helping them blend in with their surroundings while incubating eggs. In contrast, males are free to flaunt their fancy feathers because they're less tied to the nest and more invested in attracting as many mates as possible. That said, some bird couples share the fashion spotlight. In species that nest safely in tree hollows, both sexes can afford to look vibrant. After all, when you're tucked inside a wooden fortress, you don't need to dress like a shrub to survive. Color is a communication tool. Birds don't just wear color for fashion, it's also a communication system. Bright feathers can help members of the same species recognize each other. Some birds even use color as a warning. Don't eat me, I taste terrible. Then there are the competitive displays. A male bird with a brilliant badge or vivid patch isn't just saying, "Aren't I handsome?" He's saying, "This territory is mine, and I'm strong enough to defend it." Take the red-winged blackbird, for example. Males have a striking crimson shoulder patch that they can show off, or hide, depending on the situation. They flash it to rivals and potential mates, but keep it concealed from predators. When scientists covered up the patch experimentally, those males lost more turf battles than their uncovered peers. Moral of the story: sometimes your success depends on how you wear your colors. When bright means fit. Colors in birds aren't just about style, they're also honest signals of health. Many of the pigments that create reds and oranges come from carotenoids, compounds that birds must obtain through their diet. Consider the house finch. Males sport crowns and breasts in shades ranging from orange to crimson. The brighter the red, the better the bird's diet. Studies have shown that females prefer vividly colored males because they tend to be healthier and better at finding food. In the ultimate act of parental selection, these flashy finches also turn out to be more attentive dads, bringing more grub back to the nest. So, When a female finch picks a bright partner, she's not being shallow. She's reading his feathers like a resume. Strong immune system, skilled forager, committed father, hired. When blue and green aren't just paint jobs. Not all bird colors come from diet. Blues and greens often arise from structural coloration, tiny microscopic arrangements in feathers that scatter light in specific ways. These colors are produced by physics, not pigments. And here's where it gets even cooler. Birds can see colors we can't. While humans have 3 types of color cones in their eyes, red, green, and blue, birds have 4, allowing them to see into the ultraviolet spectrum. To our eyes, some birds look similar across sexes, say, plain brown starlings. But under UV light, males may shimmer with invisible brilliance. To a female starling, that dull brown guy might look like a disco ball. It's like a secret nightclub lighting system that only birds can appreciate when females take the spotlight. Now, before you feel too bad for all the drab females out there, remember, in nature, gender roles can flip. In some bird species, females are the flashy ones, while males are the quiet caregivers. Take phalaropes, sandpipers, and button quail. In these unusual matriarchal setups, females fight for territories and mates, while the males handle the dad duties, sitting on eggs and raising chicks. And just like that, the evolutionary script flips. The females become the colorful show-offs, while the males fade into the background like tired nannies in neutral tones. It's the avian equivalent of "Who runs the world, girls?" The parrot that broke all the rules. If you think that's wild, let's talk about the eclectus parrot, a bird that seems to have taken nature's gender color code and tossed it out the window. In this species, males are a vivid green, while females are blazing red and blue. For years, scientists thought they were entirely different species. Turns out, they're just one species with a very complicated love life. In Australia's tropical north, where these parrots live, nesting hollows are prime real estate, like Manhattan apartments with air conditioning. Females stake out these hollows and defend them for almost the entire year, sometimes relying on up to 5 males to bring them food. Because the males are the ones flying around in predator-rich environments, their green feathers act as camouflage among leaves. But here's the twist. Their green also pops brightly when seen from inside a nest hollow or by other parrots under UV light. It's like having a suit that's camouflaged by day and glow in the dark at the club. Meanwhile, the red and blue females, who stay closer to the nest, use their colors to signal to other females. This spot's taken. Find your own tree, sister. It's a brilliant example of color compromise, camouflage, communication, and courtship all balanced in one plumage package. When evolution turns into a talent show. The bird world is basically a perpetual talent competition. Every mating season, males strut, sing, and shine to win female favor. Feathers become billboards advertising health, genes, and parenting potential. Females, being choosy, shape the evolution of their partners through preference. Generation after generation of sexiest bird alive contests. But it's not just about looks. Sometimes color also correlates with stamina, immune health, or dominance. A male bird can't fake his way to fabulous. If he's sick, his colors fade, his feathers fray, and his dance moves lose their rhythm. Why humans should care about bird fashion? You might be thinking, okay, cool story, but why should I care if some finch has better feathers than me? Well, understanding how and why these colors evolve helps scientists uncover deeper truths about ecosystems, evolution, and even human biology. For example, studying carotenoid pigments in birds has helped researchers understand how diet and environment affect immunity and reproductive success across species. Structural coloration, meanwhile, has inspired new materials and technology, like iridescent coatings and anti-counterfeiting measures. So next time you see a male bird showing off, remember, You're witnessing millions of years of evolution distilled into a single sparkly moment of flirtation. And that's the story behind why male birds are the ultimate show-offs of the animal kingdom. Living, breathing fireworks powered by millions of years of evolution, diet, and a little bit of vanity. If you enjoyed learning how nature turns romance into a full-blown fashion contest, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Until then, stay curious, stay bright, and keep your feathers fabulous.